done, my love.
Thank you. That's amazing. Look at the teeth.
This is IFISH Tackle World. From Marlin to Mulloway, we've got it all. In the Alagnak River, one fish is the king. And Jet, that is?
The king salmon.
Absolutely, also known as Chinook. They grow into monster fish, big and red. Go for it, mate. I can see a few in the water back there. Oh, you're going for the big one. I'll go for the small one then. Using the spotters, I can actually see a whole group of big kings holding here. It's about 10 fish. They stick out like the proverbial because they're bright red. What we're doing is just using jigs, bouncing them across the bottom, using the swing, and you basically have to get this jig right in the fish's face or he isn't going to hit it. So every cast, that's going to take a different trajectory, different line. You just keep casting until you get one of those fish to do its thing.
I call this lure Purple Thunder. I tied it myself at the ATA Lodge and it's been my lucky charm. I've got kings and chum salmon on it already.
And my lure, not quite traditional, but it's a fused jig head. And the reason I'm using it, that bit of orange there actually represents a salmon egg. And these big fish will eat eggs. That's what they're used to doing because they're matching the hatch. The reason for the lead, that's about ½ an ounce. The reason for that, it gets down this fast running water, bounces along. They don't see the lead, they don't see the hook, they just see that. When they come in and have a look, I've also chosen this jig head because that hook is particularly strong and these fish are very, very big. Yep.
Oh, fish on!
Big fish!
Fish on!
Get the anchor, it's big!
That is big.
Reel in, Jet, reel in, Jet.
Oh, he nailed that. Oh, there's a big school of fish there. And I hit the
Oh,
water
look at
wound
that.
twice, Jet, and he absolutely smashed it. Just trying to keep the pressure on this fish. He's actually swimming upstream at the moment, which is a real plus. Oh, this is a big fish, Jet.
This
These
is a big
fish
fish.
are the fish that you dream about when you come this far.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
big! Jet, wind your jig in.
All right, Jet to the front of the boat.
This is a big fish. It's literally barreling downstream. He's about 80 metres behind the boat. He's gone way down around the corner.
It's fine, we'll find him.
This is epic. Imagine a
Look at them all in
freshwater
here
fish.
too.
Oh, look at them everywhere here. Imagine a freshwater fish.
All right, I'm gonna back
salmon.
up, start to gain on him.
Yeah, I'm good. A salmon that can physically make you chase it downstream in a boat. That's really good, mate, really good.
How big do you think it is, Dad?
Seriously, mate, I don't know, but when it porpoised, it actually looked like a dolphin. A big red dolphin, eh, mate? He's just in there. Look at the size of him. And there's other fish in there too.
We're good, because now we're using the current to our advantage.
The good thing about this, as he fights, he slowly tires, and as he tires, he's got a much better chance. This is only a very small rod and reel relative to this fish. It's a rate of travel inshore, 703 snapper. The reason I went 703 is because I can travel around the world with it. And the reel is a beautiful Stratic 4000 FI, 30-pound fins braid. My good friend who makes fins in the States got me this multicolour in 30, and I'm gonna say I'm loving it. There he is just there. So far, this fish has dragged us over 2 miles downstream, and now he's heading back upstream. It's an epic battle with the king.
To the right, Jacob, to the right.
We are doing 4,200 revs. We are in the same spot due to the current, and the fish is hanging here. He's just holding his head in the current, and I have no control whatsoever at this point, but look at that red in the water. Oh, look at that fish. He's a beauty. Coming through, it's a big fish.
Nice.
it is a big
She's
fish.
getting close.
She just wrapped me all the way around the boat. I'll come back to you,
Look
Jacob.
at that.
Oh, she's
All right.
rolled. Big white belly. I'm
All right.
coming back.
Oh my god.
This is it, this is it. You all right?
Yeah, I think she might
Jump up on the
I think
back
she's
here.
just done a wrap on the leader. Oh no, she's there. The hook's in perfect. We're just going to have to try and drift back on her.
I'm gonna turn the motor off real quick. Hang on, let me get us out of this shallow stuff.
It's just here.
All right.
She's just there, mate. Take your time, take your time.
Nice! There he is! Nice! Yes!
Yeah,
Look at that!
Yes! Beautiful fish!
that is gold. I'm just going to try. Do I need to start the engine?
We're good. Here, Jet, take the net.
Overboard. Yes! Well, Jacob, that is a monumental fish, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Now, even though we're still in king season, it's going to be over soon, and they're going to be spawning in a couple weeks here. So we really want to treat this hen well. Look how fat her belly is. She's full up of eggs, and we really want to make sure that her genetics goes back into the system.
Absolutely. Jet, have you ever seen a fight so epic?
Oh, barely. That was amazing for a freshwater fish to do that. Oh.
And we estimate this fish at around 25 pounds,
Yep.
considering the world record is almost 100 pounds, 4 times bigger than this. Jacob, are they actually stoppable?
Well, we stopped this one.
Yeah, exactly right. One for us. That's why I come to Alaska, because that is the king, and I am very, very excited. So Jacob, it's so important we look after beautiful fish like this. What's the plan from here?
We're just going to spend some time with her, make sure that she kicks away from us and we're not just throwing her back in the river.
Isn't she beautiful?
Oh, mate, so I'm just literally cradling this fish.
Yeah.
And when she's ready, she'll swim, eh?
Yep.
Look at that fish. Look at that tail moving. I think she's just sitting there thinking, what was all that fuss about?
There she
There she
Oh,
goes.
there she goes.
There she goes. I've just touched down in Launceston, Tasmania, and of course, fishing in Tasmania, fly fishing, I'm going to be targeting brown trout. Not the case. I'm actually heading to St Helens, about a 2-hour drive east. This time, I'm fly fishing for mako sharks. Cracking day for Chloe.
It is. It's shaping up to be an awesome day.
So what are your thoughts?
Listen, I'm thinking we head out to the shelf. There's been some nice makos caught up there, so
Yep.
I think we head up there, and if we're lucky, we'll set our belly trail and hopefully get into some nice albacore,
Beautiful.
some tuna.
So, St Helens, plenty of options, plenty of makos. Love this place.
It's awesome.
Mako!
Oh,
it's a nice
it's
fish.
a nice mako.
Nice fish, look at
That
that.
is a nice mako.
Oh, there's another one. Oh, tuna. There's tuna behind the mako. Everywhere. That's a good solid fish. I reckon I'm going to throw a fly in. There's a big school of tuna
That's a
behind
good
too.
fish. That is a good fish.
Big fish. Look at that.
There
There he is. Oh, he's eating the rope. He's eating the burley
Son of a
cage. I've got to pull it in. We're going to lose that cage. Okay, he's angry. I think I'll chuck a fly and see what we go, eh?
There you go, Paul.
Here's one. Oh, I reckon there's another fish there. Oh, there's tuna everywhere under the boat. There's literally a school of tuna. He is angry. He's taking the cage down.
Get it.
Oh, here he is. He's going to look at my fly now. There's tuna.
This
Listen,
is incredible, Paul. This is
I'm going to
incredible.
let this fly strip back. There are tuna everywhere. There's a big, dirty, angry mako cruising as well. There he is.
Here he
Is he
is.
on the fly?
He's a big fish.
Yep, I think I got him.
Oh, he's got him.
Oh no, oh no.
Uh-oh. You right?
Yep. I got him. He's eating the fly. And that is one big fish. I've got to keep it tight. Come on.
Start driving away.
Come on. There we go. Yes. Yes. We've got a mako on fly, baby.
Burley. Oh.
He's going to come up. Look at that reel. Look out he's going. Whoa! Woohoo! That's a big jump.
Uh-oh, not that Burley, though.
Oh! How's the fly? Oh! How's the fly? That's a big fish. How's the fly hanging out the corner of the jaw? Oh! Oh! That is epic!
We knew he was an angry one, didn't we,
Oh,
Paul?
that is so cool. How's those jumps? 3 massive jumps. after he ate the fly, and he took about 100 yards. Oh, those acrobatics, they are because of that massive tail and the fact that these fish have got a huge caudal peduncle, which is like the tail wrist. They just look like a 44-gallon drum that's been chopped off, and then on the end of that they whack a tail. And how's those leaps of faith? You can never get enough of that stuff. Seriously, I reckon his head was about 15 foot out of the water. Yeah, baby. Chloe.
Yes, Paul.
We've got a monster mako on fly.
I can't believe you're silly enough to throw a fly at it.
You know what? Sometimes you don't have to be crazy, but it definitely helps. Is that my fly line? Yep,
Yeah.
there's the fly line.
I got the gloves on ready to
Okay,
chase.
now you've only got a little bit of mono. You've got 60 centimetres of single strand wire.
Yep.
But if we can get a tag in him, that'll be the mission. Because if we don't do it soon, it could be a long day. So the setup here is actually 600 metres of 50-pound fins braid. That's my backing. And then I go to my fly line. It's a Rio 400 to 600 grain line from memory. Look at that line coming off that reel. And this rod, it's a 15 weight fly rod, believe it or not, 4-piece. And the reel, is handling itself very well at the moment. Look at that. The old behemoth by Reddington.
And look, Paul, we're back right to where we started. There's our burley crate.
There's the crate. Now, why do you drop the crate?
It's just so we don't break our trail and that we can come back and hopefully find another one in it.
Nice.
Are you getting any line back there, Paul?
Slowly winning, mate.
Excellent. Nice fish.
Been on this fish for well over half an hour now, and it's been an epic battle. He's going down, he's going out, he's taken up to 300 metres in a single run, but we've just got to keep changing the tactics. And luckily Josh has fought a lot of big fish and he knows exactly what he's got to do. And I've worked out every pump and wind I can actually retrieve about 3 metres a line. Fly reels are direct drive, so you've really got to go around every turn. That's all you get. There's no multiplication, no gear ratio. So every chance I get, I'm getting every inch I can, because every inch is going to be vital if we're going to stop this fish. I tell you what, no harness, no gimbal, and a very long rod. I'm working up a sweat. That's good, Josh.
Looks like you're getting plenty there back, Paul.
I am. We're winning, mate. We're winning. Keep that angle.
Will do.
I'm getting a lot of line now. I reckon I've got about 50 back on this run. Almost an hour into this fight now. The fish has come right up on the surface, which helps us a lot. So our line angle is about 45 degrees to the water. The higher he is, the lower that angle is, so to speak. The easier it is for me, because we can always use the boat to chase him down.
It is coming up.
Is that my fly line?
Yep.
Yep, he's 30 metres away, guys. Fly line's on the reel, people. So the fly line's back on the reel, as you can see. This fish has had up to 400 metres out at times. But I just don't want to upset him here. I can see him there in the water. Just want to slowly bring him up. We're literally trying to lead this fish up to the boat. Now, Chloe, you got the tough job.
I do.
Okay.
A scary job.
And what you've got to remember, they're only very fine VMC hooks.
Yep.
You have to go fine on flies just to be able to set them. So
Yep.
if he goes nuts, you're going to have to dump him.
Yeah, okay.
Just very light hands.
Yep.
Look how fast he's tracking forward here. Like, we must be going 12 knots.
Yeah, so
And he's just tracking, and now he's swimming away too. He's on the surface there. He's a monster
He's
fish,
a
eh?
big fish, Paul.
He is well over 200 kegs.
Oh, for sure.
This is just so epic. And just luckily, he's staying on the surface for now, because if he decided to go down, we got no hope. Well, we're so close to getting this fish, Chloe, but now it's gone back down again.
Hours, Paul.
Is that the fight, or how long it took to make the potato bake?
The fight time.
Seriously, that smells so good.
Smell it. No, and you can't have it until
Oh,
you get this fish.
potato bake with bacon and cheese, and I can smell lasagna cooking as well.
There is lasagna on the way.
This is my kind of cruise. Okay, fish is just hit. Look at the size of this thing, Chloe.
That is a big fish, Paul.
There's your mono. Go forward, Josh.
Not too much.
That's it.
Oh.
Slow and steady.
Over the board. Watch out, watch out. Dumped it.
No, just wait.
Just wait.
That's it.
It's not a happy fish.
You might hear lots of yelling things going everywhere, but there's lots of people on board here and we're all determined to show you this fish. So please excuse us, we're very excited. This fish is an absolute monster and the biggest mako shark that Chloe has ever leaded in her life and probably the biggest mako shark Indy's ever tagged her life. So it's all about taking our time. Oops, that's leader.
I can't reach it, sorry, Paul.
It's all right, take your time.
It's gone under the boat, oh no. Oh, he is going. It's going under the boat.
Yeah, the under the boat. Reverse.
Do you need me to help you hold it?
Oh, he's gone. Oh. Well, that was about 3 hours and 40 minutes. I reckon this hook would have straightened for sure, like pressure. No, it didn't. The hook actually pulled. Oh yeah, look at that. We finally straightened it. But seriously, look at that top hook too, fully straightened. I've seen a lot of makos, Chloe, so have you.
That was massive, Paul.
With just a horse.
It was stonker.
I'm very sad, but I'm also very excited because my back was aching.
Yep.
Now, that's what you call stupidity, but still, have a go, damn the consequences. Now, technically, I have to say, legal capture, because you actually got your hand on the leader.
I did. I actually had it twice there.
On the trace. So technically, we caught a very big mega shark on fly and got some amazing footage. And that jump, oh my God. Well done, everyone. Seriously,
Well done, Paul.
that's pretty cool. Oh, yep. Oh, that nearly ripped it out of the rod holder, mate. Oh,
This is a good fish, Paul,
that's solid. Now, I reckon this fish has been playing with some of our baits, eh?
for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, we've literally been fishing for about 5 minutes now, Wayne.
That's the first baits in the water, Paul.
Hands up who slept in this morning.
Sorry, mate.
Oh, that looks like it's going to go too. And we literally got here a little bit late, but we weren't too worried because the tide was still looking pretty good. And first rack of rods, mate.
First rack of rods, Paul.
It just went. I literally struggled to get out the rod holder, and this is such a cool thing to come and do. Mulloway fishing on the Hawkesbury River, New South Wales. It is just so epic, and every time I've driven over a piece of water like this, I've dreamt that I might one day catch a mulloway. And this is a solid fish, mate. Lots of head shakes there.
Yes. Look, this is a fish of a lifetime, Paul. You must take your time.
Yep. And if you don't panic, really the only thing that can go wrong is the hook can fall out, really,
Definitely,
isn't it?
definitely.
So it's just about taking your time and enjoy the moment. For me, we were just discussing, for us, the greatest moment of our life, apart from sharing time with our family, of course, is when we're standing up with a bent rod in our hand, isn't it?
Definitely, Paul.
It is the highlight of our life, so why rush it? Just enjoy the moment, feel every head shake, take your time. Because if you take your time and don't panic, there's a much greater chance you're going to catch a beautiful fish. Now this thing, it's got a bit of weight to it.
Yeah, another nice fish, Paul.
Bloody oath. Solid weight. Oh, I just love these things. Now, do you think that's the head shake or the tail?
That's his head shaking.
Yep.
And obviously trying to get his head back down
Yep.
with his tail whip.
Mate, there's my shock tippet. It's actually around about 8 foot of shock tippet on this. So
Yep.
we've got mono down to our leader. I'm just going to touch that drag back a touch. There's still some big head shakes here. Look at the bend in that rod. This is such a lovely bit of gear. Shimano Stella 8000 salt water. And I've got it on a Shimano PW DNA Nano Pelagic Series rod. I love these rods. And this is Finn's 40G braid, 65 pound. Fantastic because you can fish smaller reels, but still get plenty of capacity. Now, where's this fish? I've got
Here
another
he
line
comes,
wrapped around
Paul.
him. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that for a beautiful fish. Oh, That big tail just going thump, thump, thump. There's my easy rig, mate. Look at that fish. Oh, yes. How good is it when your fish hardly fits in the net, Waynos?
That's nice, Paulie.
Look at the colours. Oh, look at the colours in that early morning light. Check that fish out. Look at that. That is a magnificent New South Wales mulloway. Now, the time I've spent chasing these fish, mate, that is, I'll say it's gold, but seriously, that is a chromed up bar of silver. Gonna get him out of the net. I'm gonna show you this incredible fish. I love when a plan comes together. You thought my heart was pumping when I had my coffee early this morning. Well, it's pumping now. Waynos. Seriously, I get excited about fish, but this thing makes me just, oh, I'm tingling all over. How's the colours in these fish, Wayne?
Mate, they're beautiful looking fish. I don't think there's a prettier fish in the river, Paul.
People know you as Mulloway. People who've known you for years don't even know your real name.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Why do Mulloway float your boat? Tell me now.
Because look at them, they're a beautiful fish, Paul. How can you not love catching these fish?
It's amazing that these guys terrorise bream, tailor, all the small fish in the river. Apart from bull sharks, these are probably the apex predator of these systems, aren't they?
Well, I caught a big Jew with a 40cm flatty in it.
That is unbelievable. Well, if you live in Melbourne, the Yarra River. If you live in Perth, the Swan. If you live in New South Wales, all these estuary systems, they hold massive mulloway like this. Get out and give it a go, because seriously, one of the greatest things you will ever do is catch a mighty Jew. Well, this morning, Shane Capane and myself absolutely smashed the barramundi on the Daly River. Some incredible fish to 97 centimetres, just going bang, bang, bang. So we thought we'd better go back and grab young Jet, because he needed to see some barra action. Now, what do you reckon, Shane? Maybe a bit of competition, me and you versus Jet.
Sounds fair.
What do you think?
I don't think that's fair.
You know what? It's only fair we even the score in it, Shane.
Correct.
Let's produce the goods. Capane and I are using hand lines. What do you reckon, Jet?
Now I'm in for a chance.
Back to basics. This might go pear-shaped, but I promise it will be fun.
I'm giving the big rubber a crack because big rubbers generally attract big fish.
I'm using the X-Wrap 30.
And I'm using the Storm Arashi Tiger.
Pretty incredible. We've got 300 horsepower Yamaha there. I'm only doing 2 kilometres an hour, which is just ideal. Slow troll for these barramundi because they're holed up on a snag there. We want to keep our lures over them as long as we physically can. Same time, how fast does this thing go?
90.
90 kilometres an hour top speed. That's not bad.
Oh, check this out. Look at the size of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, they're a good fish too.
Big fish.
Yep.
Good fish, Shane.
It's big.
It's big.
It's
Hang on.
big.
I'll get this out of the way, Shane. It's hooked up to a big fish on a hand line. Wind, Jet, wind. I'll get the wheel. Sorry, mate. Just going to get this out of the way. You right? You still on?
Yeah, you're right.
Still got fingers there, mate?
Yeah, man. This is a metering.
I know, it's a metre and a half.
You want to grab the
Okay.
landing net?
Yep, I'll grab that stain
It's
there.
big.
I'll grab the net.
Yeah.
That's a metre on a hand line. You right, Jet?
Yep.
Ready, Paul?
Oh!
Teddy!
Oh, no way! That is...
Holy!
That is...
I just got a metering on a hand line.
Number 53. That is well over a metre. That is just ridiculous. And it took all about 20 seconds. How's the hands?
Pretty burnt, man.
Oh my God. Come and have a look at this fish. It is just huge.
Look at the bucket now.
Oh mate, when you come up and
Look at
jump that net, that was huge.
That's only a jelly bean for him.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, slide him around.
A bit messy with these hand lines.
Grab that, Jetty.
At the end of that fragment.
There he is. Tell me when.
That's him.
105.
Metre 5.
On a
hand line. It's my first fish on a hand line.
That's not a bad start. And the bite from this thing is just insane. It cracked out, nearly took Shane's hand off. I'm here to tell you, it was 11 out of 10. Well done, brother. That is absolutely amazing. And guess what, Jet? So far, you're getting beat. Well, this just goes to prove, Shane, when you do silly things, sometimes great things can happen.
I cannot believe it.
I believe this is your 53rd metre barramundi.
It is, and it's my first fish on a hand line, Paul.
Just goes to show you don't need all the fancy stuff. Sometimes, bit of 80-pound mono, bit of plastic, bit of rubber, and you can turn it into absolute gold. Shane, I think I've seen it all.
Now that's
We better put
insane.
this big girl back.
Oh, she's ready to go. Just place her gently. Oh, she's ready.
She's ready. No, away she goes.
Yes!
Now, let me ask Shane, are you excited?
Excited. Oh, my hands are on fire.
Look at that. Now, Jen, I think you've got a bit of catching up to do.
A lot.
Us old boys gave you a big head start, but Jet, now we're in front. Go Compain. That was absolutely crazy. So we literally just got to the bait grounds and we're just organising the boat because a tidy boat is a happy boat. Brent's getting the burley ready, the bait. Jet and him are going to go check a heap of slime. He's not going to hold us on the spot. It's all about getting bait before 7 o'clock in Port Stephens because once that sun comes up, bait becomes very, very hard to find. How good's this? The sound has literally lit up with bait. We're in 11.5 metres of water and there is bait from 3.7 all the way to the bottom. Oh, and Jetty's on again. Seriously, marlin are great, but bait is pretty awesome. Straight in, swing him in. Good boy. Our
Oh my
Bella
gosh,
today
they're following you up.
comes
Look, you
compliments
can
are
see
tip
them.
top. Good boy, swing it over. Oh.
Dad, here's another one for the tank.
Good work, look at that. Slimy mackerel. How did you get, Jet?
I lost count.
That's a good thing. Got the life jacket on too because we're heading offshore now. How far, mate?
Made about 10 nautical miles to the grounds.
Sounds like a plan. That's about 18.534 kilometres if you're talking metric. This fancy device is called a strip teaser. And the idea is, look at that, looks like a little school of bait fish in the water. Brings them on to the back of the boat, then they find our baits. How cool is that?
Just putting another fresh bait out on the long rigger. As you can see, I'm free spooling it out. Put it out to about 40 metres. Put the ratchet on, into free spool. I pop it straight up in the rigger there, in the release clip, wait for the next bite. Yeah, we got him on.
Go. Oh, look at that. Go,
Oh,
Jetty.
no, he's dropped the bait.
Yeah, it's not.
Spat the bait.
There,
Oh, no, he's still on.
He's got no bill. I'll go forward.
Yeah, he's over that line. No, he's
Go, Zoe. Go.
no,
He
he's
has.
wrapped
He
up
has.
on this.
Hang on. Just keep it tight.
Hang on. Go forward for me.
Oh, he's got no bill. He's got no bill.
Cutters,
Cut it. What?
Cutters.
Cutters. There's a knife there. Just be really careful. Take your time. This is crazy. The fish has taken this bait, and he got tangled on the other line, and he's jumping
teaser.
everywhere. Oh, wow, that was amazing. That was amazing, and this fish does not have a bill. Take our time, slow it down.
There he is.
There he is. He's a solid fish. It's a jetty. Did you see what happened there, mate?
Yes, he spat the bait and came back with the other one.
And ate the other bait. And you up the front getting your harness ready, and I just grabbed this spare rod. I'm sorry, dude. But he's a beautiful fish, isn't he?
Very.
How's the jumps, mate?
Oh, they were good.
Very, very cool. We've literally been out fishing, well, only probably about 2 hours since you had your last bite. And as you can see, the weather's calmed off a bit. And that last one, didn't he put you through its paces?
Oh, yes, he did.
You're still a bit tired, aren't you, mate?
Yeah.
Are you happy Dad grabbed this?
Definitely.
If I can have the cushion, please, thank you. That
No worries.
cushion just goes on the bottom of the rod there, and that protects my nether region. It just spreads the pressure out a bit further. There he goes.
Oh, look at that.
That is just a beautiful fish.
Let's get on him a bit quicker,
Yeah, let's
eh?
go back if you need to, mate. You can back, this transom's great for backing down. Look at him go. This is why I love blacks, eh? How good is this boat back into a sea?
Amazing, actually. I might have to buy one.
Ah, sounds like a plan. Oh, what a
Got
fish.
my bill.
Jet, why do you reckon he might not have a bill? What do you reckon happened?
Well,
Oh, he's a beauty.
you don't actually know.
No idea. I reckon when he was a baby, he might have hit something. I had a fight with other fish. And when black marlin are small, like that 10 to 15 kilo mark, their bills are actually quite brittle and soft. And this guy might just have the old soft brittle bill, got snapped off. But you know what? They say these fish with no bill are much stronger because they have to be strong just to survive. This setup we use on the marlin today is a Tiagra 30. It's got 15 kilo pre-test line, and the rod is a 15 kilo rod. The whole idea with this 15 kilo setup is it's perfectly suited for these marlin. He's going to jump.
goes.
Here he goes.
Oh, yeah, nice
What
one.
a beautiful fish. Oh, I love these things so much. Here he comes.
Oh, nice one.
Oh, what a beautiful fish. He is wrapped on the tail a bit.
Yeah, we might go
Have
over
to
there
just-
and get him in a
Yep,
sec.
yep.
He's a nice one.
He's a beauty.
Nice inshore black there.
That's it. Nice and gentle. Just come in slowly, Jet. Take your time. Gonna slow. That's it. That's better. I'm just in gear.
You want to put the tag
Put the
in
tag
for
in,
me,
Jet.
Jet?
Take your time. Hold it. Hold it. Up
Hang up.
high. That's
That's
it.
it.
Take your time. Wait, Jet. Wait.
Righto, just put it straight in the side there. Not too hard.
That's it. Go.
Ah, nice work.
Nice tag shot, mate. Well done. Just hold him there. Brent will swim for a minute. That's a beautiful fish. How cool were those jumps? I've never caught a marlin without a bill. I'm going to put this rod and reel just down there. Have a good look at this fish. Yes! That's gold. Look at that. That is just a sensational fish. It just goes to show how tough these things are. Even without a bill, still going strong. That's awesome.
You can see here he's got a second little bill
Yep.
just underneath his eye there. So he's a special fish like you, Paul.
But it just goes to show they're tough as, mate. When you're ready, let him go. Look at that tag. Hopefully that'll do some great work in the fisheries. That is a beautiful, beautiful fish. Well, I was just saying off camera, very, very rare that you hear a story about a fishing destination. It is actually as good as what someone said. Troy Thomas, this is better.
Yeah, it's not a bad little spot here.
How amazing, mate. What have we got swimming around just there?
Plenty of big mangrove jacks, big queenies, quite good size coral trout.
Bit of everything.
Yeah.
So Jet, are you frothing?
Yep.
I think we're going to put a
Definitely.
bait onto this lad.
Yes!
Let's go. Now, what do you want to catch first, mate?
I want that meter queenie.
I want. So do I.
A bit of a fly getting up here, but it's worth a long way to go.
It's just mind-blowing, mate.
Little spot.
So, one of the most epic fishing sessions of all time, Jet.
Yeah.
But Jet and I have always had a dream to catch a fish out of a helicopter. Now, when that big blade spin, it's a bit tough, isn't it?
Yes.
But this is close as you're ever going to get, mate. When you're ready,
Okay.
see if you can catch a fish.
I'm
There's a big
sight
jack.
casting a big jack.
Oh, he's a big fish too.
I'm over his head.
What's coming in?
Oh.
Oh, the little jack. Oh, no, bigger one. Have you got him? Yes!
Yes!
Got him on from the chopper. Go, Jet. He's a nice fish too.
He's a nice
He's a
jack.
smaller one out of the 10 that were there. But you are literally catching mangrove jacks from a helicopter. And there's your fish. Jet, I don't know. Oh, I tell you what, he's only the small one. Look at the size of him. I don't know too many people, Jet, anywhere in the world that would have caught a mangrove jack from a chopper. That is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Well done, my friend.
Thank you.
Well, Jet's jack is going back. Look at that.
Oh my God, that's epic.
So cool. I just have to do something. It is real. Well, the sun is shining in St Helens, Tasmania. I'm with India Thompson, and this part of the world is renowned for big fish. But today, I think we're doing something a little bit different. What's the score?
Well, it's a little bit rough offshore, Paul, so we're going to stay in close today and see if we can get a nice feed for dinner and have a little bit of fun on the Yamaha Wave Runner.
Tell you what, fun, dinner, can't wait. This is your pot, Indy.
This is ours.
Very close to shore. You think we're actually a chance?
It is. You don't actually need a lot of water to get
Really?
a crayfish.
You're a star.
There we go.
Beautiful. I'll pull it up on the back.
I'll kill the engine.
Thank you. I'm just going to put this towel down to protect the ski, and then we'll see what we've got.
This should swing us around too.
Yep, beautiful. Okay. What sort of depth do you drop the pot in?
Oh, about 10 metres, 15 metres.
And you actually get crays this close to the
You
ramp?
will get crays.
Well, I hope we do. We've got one chance. If we don't get crays, we can always get fish. The weather looks like it's dropping out a bit.
The wind has backed off.
Recreational crayfishing in this area is so popular. It's amazing the amount of people you see going at the ramp. They're back 5 minutes later because they're just dropping pots and checking pots. And
This small town thrives on our recreational crayfishing industry.
yeah, it's so cool, eh?
Let me know if you see any red.
Yeah. I got a pot.
Have we got any colour?
Oh, we have colour. Look at the size of that. Holy snapping crayfish, India. It is a beast.
That is absolutely huge.
Every leg looks like a crab stick. Okay, Indy, I assume they come out backwards.
Yeah, best way with the big ones.
Wish me luck. Oh. And don't let me drop it. Oh, I'm actually going to drop the pot. Get rid of that.
That is the biggest crayfish I have ever seen.
How's the size of that thing now? These things, do we need to measure it?
Well, it's a pretty big fish, but it's always good to measure. So have we got a male or a female?
You tell me.
Check underneath, that's a male.
Yep.
Finlets don't touch each other.
Beautiful.
So we choose the male side, female, male, there we go.
Hello. He's about twice legal size.
Think we can take him home for a feed.
Now these things are incredible creatures. The females actually lay 1 to 500,000 eggs, and they carry them under here as berry for 4 to 6 months. The thing I love about them, Indy, they live in anywhere from 1 metre of water to 200 metres, and they are probably the most managed, both recreational and professional fishery in the world. And how have you seen crayfish populations over the last few years?
Look, we have had one of the best seasons for the past, well, this season and last season have been the best we've ever had, I reckon.
Sensational. Speaking of the best we've ever had, tonight, I'm cooking crayfish. I don't know how yet. I might just eat it raw.
Before we go anywhere, Paul, got to cut the tail.
Why?
Well, it's to define what is commercially caught and
Yep.
what is recreationally caught.
So what are we actually doing here?
So you want to take just under an inch off the back of the tail.
Yep.
Now he's good for dinner.
And that proves that we caught him recreationally?
Yep.
Well, the proof's in the pudding, or should I say the cray. moment of truth.
That looks good.
I just wish right now we had smell-o-vision because that is so good. Seriously, mako sharks, swordfish, tuna, marlin, crays. St Helens got it all, hasn't it?
Spot on, capital of Tasmania.
So they say, come to this magnificent part of the world, it is seriously 11 out of 10. Well, I just landed in North Queensland, Townsville to be precise. The lads are telling me the Hinchinbrook area is going off, even I might catch a fish. Every single time my day starts with one of those things in the background, I get very excited. This morning I'm in Ingham. This is Josh, Hinchinbrook Adventures, and I believe, Josh, you have an adventure planned.
We sure do, Paul. Today we're going to head up the Herbert River Gorge in the helicopter, do some heli fishing, about 100 kilometres northwest of here. It's a really hard to access place unless you have one of those things, and we're going to see some amazing stuff today, and it's really going to blow your mind.
That's what I like. You know what? Josh, he's my brand new best friend. Worst place to have lunch, mate.
It is a pretty specky spot in it for a bite.
Speaking of bites, you're telling me you get crocodiles up here.
You sure do, Paul. I've seen crocodiles further up than this.
And how far from the saltwater are we here? By river?
By river, 150k.
That is just amazing. I've seen some big crocs on the way up here, but to think that this is like 100% fresh that far, it's actually changed my perception of crocodiles a little bit.
To see all those waterfalls they've got to climb up to get up here, it's hard to believe they've made it this far.
There must be some pretty good fish in the system.
To keep them alive, yes.
Absolutely.
None of them look like they're hungry. They all look pretty healthy.
Well, I won't be releasing fish like this. It'll all be like this for the rest of the day. I think it's important when you're fishing to always be thinking and trying something different. Got some big deep holes here. I want to get right to the bottom. So what I've done, I've rigged this squidgy fish and I've rigged it weedless. That's a VMC worm hook. In front of there, a size 2 ball sinker. The idea is to get a beautiful pivot point there. The sinker takes it down, that paddle tail swims, and seriously, a couple of times I've looked and thought, oh, there's a fish, and it was my actual lure. How's this waterfall? Massive deep pool. There's got to be something, I reckon. That's where it'll be. These sooties love these dark ledges, nice and deep there. The best thing about this plastic, I can let it sink down and wind really, really slow. Yep, I got him, Josh! This is raw, that's a sooty! I fight hard in waterfalls. First floor, men's shoes. Second floor, kids' toys. Yeah, baby.
Oh, wow. How good is that?
That is just sensational. By far not the biggest fish I've ever caught, but in one of the best locations I've ever caught one. And I went to the squidgy with a ball sinker just to get it down. It hit the water and went bang, and he ate it straight away.
Smashed it in that backwater, eh? Awesome. How good is that?
Seriously? 11 out of 10. Well, only fair to put this sooty back where he come from. See you, dude. Now that is what I call some oxygenated water. So nice to drive out of the city and into the country, the fresh air. I mean, just to see the fog rising off the grass in the morning, it's so cool. Time to take a seat.
About time, Paul.
Absolutely amazing. This is Greg Ison. He's my brother-in-law, but do not hold that against him. Now, Greg, you love your trout fishing, don't you?
Oh, it's absolutely fantastic, Paul, yes.
We're at the Breakaway Twin Rivers Caravan Park. It is just mind-blowing. We are so close to the water. How good is it when spring comes, the trout are on, and you get to come and spend some time in the Goulburn?
Absolutely fantastic, Paul.
There's some big fish out there. I've just seen these blokes catch a monster. And the great news, fisheries about 3 days ago put 7 tonne of trout in this river.
Oh, fantastic, Paul.
Well, we can't wait to go and wet a line. Really important you use the spotters to see what's going on in front of you. I can see there's lots of weed through here, broken ground, and that drops off into deeper water. So I'm casting across it, I'm letting the water pull my lure down, and then basically swinging it in front of where I think the fish are going to be, and I think they're going to be about there. And then a really slow wind, and put it right in their face.
Yep, I'm on, Paul.
Gregor, he's on again. Good one?
Oh, yeah, I think, oh, geez. Look at the bend in the rod.
Oh, I think Gregor might have a donkey.
Oh.
Mate, you are killing it. What's your secret, Greg? Are you just a gun?
Nah, just beginner's luck, I think. Oh,
look at the size of this thing. It is a beast. And this is on Greg's favourite little rod and reel, that Next Save combo from Shimano, bit of 6 pound fins. What pound lead you got, mate?
15.
15, okay. Oh, you're gonna need every bit of it. We're so lucky, Greg, that we've hooked this fish out of the current. Look at the size of it. And this is just amazing to be able to come to Eildon, just a couple of hours from Melbourne. Oh, that is a monster, mate. Well over 10 pounds, well over. Look at the head. Mate, if I get my chance, I'm going. Just lead him up, lead him up, lead him up.
Oh, you beauty, Paul.
Yeah, baby. That is when a plan comes together. Oh my goodness me, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go to the beach. Gonna get a good look at this fish, and then we're gonna have a bit of man hugging. Well, Greg, with big fish like this, important to weigh them in the net. So the old Rapala scale says 5.81 kilos. That's pretty exciting, eh?
Oh, fantastic.
Who would ever thought you'd come here and catch fish this big? Now, I'm going to try and lift this thing out of the net. If it goes, we'll let it go. What a beast. If you can just grab the net before it floats away, this is going to be... Oh!
Look at the size of that.
That is seriously what fishing dreams are made of. Thank you so much for coming fishing. We had a good time, haven't we?
Oh, it's tremendous.
That's what it's all about. Come fishing with a mate, the family, enjoy the country air, and thanks to Fisheries for putting these fish in the river so we can come and catch them. Make sure if you come, clean up your mess, leave the place as pristine as you found it, and enjoy these cracker fish, because this is what life is all about. Whoa, it's a donkey. through the national park. The scenery, just 11 out of 10. We finally made our way to the beach and our favourite little fishing destination in this part of the world. This is 11-year-old Archie Coote. Now, mate, you've caught a few fish today, haven't you?
Yeah, tons.
Speaking of tons, did you spot that school of salmon out there?
Yeah, it's absolutely massive, Paul.
I reckon we're going to go and smash them after you. It's a little bit cold, a little bit windy, but I think the adrenaline is going to be pumped through the veins soon with some big Arapus trotter. That school is massive, mate.
Slim jig 40 gram, fitted with a VMC single lure hook.
Got him! And that's a solid fish. It didn't take long at all, and this is just so good. And I love the fact that we picked a location on the beach, put the burl in, and once that burley started working, the fish come from everywhere. That's a nice fish too. You notice when I was winding, I had the rod tip down low. Benefit of that is the braid doesn't get stuck in the wind. This feels like a better fish, mate.
Yes.
Now you had a nice hit too then, didn't you?
Yeah, just nice big hit from a salmon.
Good work, mate. We'll see if we can get this one in. So, you love your flathead fishing, don't you?
Yep.
What's your best flatty? Oh, there's my fish!
That is a horse, Paul.
Look at that!
Absolute torpedo.
That's me, right?
Yep.
Oh, look at that, you'll notice my young friends left me. Look at this, come with me. That's
Got an absolute horse on
That
him.
is a horse, he's screaming.
Here we go.
This can't be a salmon, surely.
Oh, I saw him jump, it's a massive salmon.
This is going back, I'm gonna help the young bloke. It's going off.
I might have a seal on here.
A what?
A seal. He's gonna spoil me.
No, come this way, run, run. A seal has taken the salmon. Keep running down the beach, mate. Just keep the pressure on. I have never ever seen anything like this before. That's a big fish too.
This fish is a long way out.
How's the chances the young bloke hooks a monster? You let go of it.
He's...
Keep winding, and walk this way as you wind. And this is the stuff, you just can't make it up, seriously. My fish fell off, I grabbed it, the young bloke said one more cast. I think he's let go, just keep winding, mate, keep walking. Walk and wind, keep walking, keep walking. This is the benefit of being land-based. You can follow the fish, you can run to where they are. Just keep winding, mate. This could be very solid. Okay, pump and wind, that's a boy. That's a good boy, you're doing real well, mate. Do you reckon you still got a seal there? Or just a big fish?
Whatever it is, it's big.
Look at the way this young bloke, 11 years old, nearly 12, is working this fish. Wind down, lift up, wind down, lift up, wind down. Just a perfect technique. And it's so good to see young people who just love fishing so much. You love it, don't you?
It's absolutely great.
Use the wave, just keep winding, you're doing real well, mate. You're still about 50 out, I reckon.
Yep.
Now just remember, all about slow and steady. Now you're a young bloke, you love fishing. What's your fishing dream? What's the one fish you'd love to catch?
Oh, anything with a bill, like a sailfish.
Yep. You want a bill. You want the sailfish, the swordfish, the marlin?
Yeah.
Well, that's a pretty fair dream to have, mate. I reckon
He's coming. I just saw him in the wash.
So let's walk down the beach slowly as you wind. Just keep that rod bent. Pick up line, that's it, you're doing it. And then use this wave. See it, come back, yep, use the wave to bring him up. That's it, run back. Keep going, keep running, keep running, keep running. Just keep coming, you're doing well. And just get ready now, it's gonna recede again. That's a big fish, mate. Walk towards me, walk towards me.
He's running again.
That's a solid fish. You're doing a great job, man. And this drag is set absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
This is a T-curve, Revolution inshore surf rod, nice and light. The reel, Shimano Sustain C5000 XG. And the line, you've got 25 pound fins 40G. So ultra light when it comes to a surf outfit. Don't pull too hard. Wait, let's walk down. Walk and wind. Walk and wind. Now walk back. Look at that fish on the beach there. I'm gonna go and get him for you, okay? Holy snapping Australian salmon. The boy is a wonder child.
That's a massive Arapax trotter there, Paul.
Seriously, I don't reckon I've seen someone get so smoked by a salmon. You know what? There's no seal.
Nah.
He was running from the seal. He's got to be close. 3.5 kilos, and because you're a young bloke, and if you're in the photo holding, I'm going to call it 4.
Yep.
How's that?
Big enough, absolute torpedo.
That is just amazing. Mate, I'm so impressed. And now, if it's okay with you, I think I'm going to stop and take a breath.
Me too. That's the coolest fish I've ever caught.